Memorize them ever, don't worry about it.
I don't even know which poem I'm doing.
Same, man.
Right.
I've never even written a poem. So.
I can't claim that one. That's a step too far.
I thought you guys were in my house. What is this?
I'm tempted to read the poem I wrote today.
I'm going to read the new poem.
I've never even
So someone's streaming it, and we're getting ourselves back from some time ago.
What is this?
I'm tempted to read the poem I wrote today.
Mute yourself. You're streaming it. I'm going to read the new poem.
I've got headphones on, so it ain't me that's the problem. I reckon it's Fisky. Someone's streaming it, and we're getting ourselves back.
Oh, I literally just opened it and heard you say about someone streaming it.
Yep.
Mute yourself. You're streaming it.
I've got headphones on, so it ain't me that's the problem. God, I'm a bossy bastard, aren't I?
Oh, I literally just opened it and heard you say about someone streaming it.
Guys, if we can work out how long it is between now and the replay, we can live loop right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Guys, if we can work out how long it is between now and the replay, we can live loop right now. It's Fisky.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Is that better?
Out the stream,
Yes.
hurrah!
Sorry, it was me.
Was it you, Fisky?
Oh.
No, never.
Oh, that's so nice.
Well, I posted the live link in the chat if you all want to like share anyway.
Got it.
I'm doing that now,
How is
which
it?
is why I can't see anybody.
Oh, where is it?
Is it the
Oh,
Instagram one? Yep.
Right. Once I've done it once, I can post it from something else, but because I've only got one thing logged into Zoom, I suppose I could have logged my iPad into Zoom as well, just so that I could mess around with the chat.
da, da, da.
Right.
Just got my batteries a bit low, so I have to take the push mic out for now and put it back in a bit. I've also taken the thing out of my ear so I can't hear anybody. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. It's all gone quiet. What did I miss?
Anybody got any events coming up they want to plug or anything?
Absolutely.
Do some promo.
Got my pen. Nope.
I don't think so.
Cool.
Yeah, we have BYOB on the 11th. Yeah. So, yeah, there's that one.
Where? What time?
So he's online. You'll find the link. I was just like, everybody knows about it. So BYOB is on Monday 11, and it's by 8 p.m. Sorry. Yeah. So from the Instagram page or Facebook or YouTube, we're streaming it on all places. So.
Great.
Okay. And the day before, on May the 10th, I will be running Poetry from the Grassroots alongside Poetry in London and Grassroots UK. If you go to the Grassroots UK group or the Poetry in London group, there will be more details about that one. There is open mic slots available. Make notes, Amy. I see your pen is scribbling. Yes, you'd be more than welcome.
I'll just message you now because I don't have Facebook, so I won't be able to go to those links you said.
No worries. It's going to be on Zoom, so that won't be a problem. I can get you the details. My email is, I'll put my email in the chat.
Sure. Okay. Thanks.
We've got David Lee Morgan featuring at that one. We're expecting to go 2 weekly after that. So there might be a slight change in branding for reasons. There are reasons. I like this saying. Somebody said this to me today. You couldn't do something for reasons. I was like, okay, you don't want to explain yourself. You just say it's for reasons.
I think that's a good
line.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to get it into a poem. The reason why this happened was there were reasons.
Reasons undisclosed.
Indeed.
During, a workshop.
Reasons redacted.
Sorry, we've got somebody trying to share something. So us loud blokes need to shut up for a minute. Sorry.
I was just saying that I'll be doing a psychotherapeutic and writing workshop on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, and that's through Mind Over Matter as well.
Yeah.
So if you want to, that's good.
It was really good last time. It was really, really good last time.
Second that.
All right, I think we're ready to go. I think.
Sound.
Bexy, you ready? Bexy next. Oh, she's born ready. Right. Okay. Oh, we've got someone else coming in. Right. So for those of you that don't know about Mind Over Matter, I'm not going to go into the full story of where it came from because we'll be here all night. But let's just say it came from a low point of my life. It was supposed to be a one-off event, and it's become the platform that I never had. So it's about mental health. You can discuss it through spoken word, hip hop, song, whatever art form you desire. If you just want to speak for 3 minutes, that's completely fine. It's just a platform to express yourself. That is it. So I'm going to hand over now to our open mic host, the one, the only Bexy Bex.
Oh, you're so kind. I missed you guys. Applause for yourself. Good evening, good day, good light, guys. This is Mind Over Matter Digital, the quickfire edition, and we have 22 absolutely amazing poets for you on our open mic lineup this evening. I'm sure you heard them make all of the noise. If you've been here, who did that?
Sorry, that would be me. I'm sorry. That was Mark, Mr. T. Thompson, General Big Mouth, and bringer of noise.
No worries. I like it. You might have to copyright it, otherwise I will use it for myself. So guys, if you have been here before, welcome back and thank you for joining us. If this is your first time, make sure that it's not your last time and hit the subscribe button. Wait, am I doing it? If I'm not, Alex is going to sort it out and put the subscribe button here. Make me look good.
There's no button there, but it's all right.
Moving on. So make sure you hit the subscribe button somewhere in the region and keep up to date with all of our shenanigans. My name, of course, is Bexy Bex. I'm your open mic host for this evening, and we have an amazing 60 minutes for you where we're going to say all of the things. So make sure you get comfortable, grab a snack, grab a beverage, but make sure you keep like at least one hand free so you can put some fire emojis in the comments and show some love to your favorite poets. Let's not waste any more time, and we're going to kick it off with our first poet of the evening, introducing Pierre. Pierre, where are you?
I'm here.
Let's get it.
He the man. He the man.
Listen, you guys are great hype men and hype women. I just want to let you know that.
Hang on, one sec. Good to go.
I wrote this as I was kind of coming out of I guess you could say a dark place myself, and spent a lot of time in my life trying to figure out who I was. And when I wrote this, I guess you can say I kind of felt a level of accomplishment, because I think it paints the picture of kind of where I am and where I've been. Once a complicated mess, I'm finally free. Lived as an imposter for a while, I'm finally me. I can finally see through the smoke. And the reflection in the mirror no longer brings me down. It gives me hope. As I recite these personal quotes, I paint the picture of my life. Once full of darkness, I now smile because I can finally see the light. New era, new way. It's the dawn of a new day. No longer scared of life's possibilities, my way of thinking is no longer limiting. It's worth mentioning that pain is often the precursor to peace. Sometimes we must endure the struggle before the freedom is released. When you see me, know that I'm still a work in progress. The difference between now and then is that I've learned to love the process. That glow that you see is just my purpose gleaming, all because I simply started believing in what was placed inside of me at birth. The thing is, when you're hurt, it can be hard to figure out how to make your gifts work. I'm here to get all that I deserve and more. I'm trying to be great like Alexander, elevate my mind and create new standards. This is the new forever me. I'm on the road to being the best that I will ever be. This is more than a day of reckoning. It's my personal proclamation of being on to better things. It's amazing what you can see when your mind is no longer shackled and you've been set free. Thanks, guys.
Free your mind and the ass will follow.
That was amazing.
Wow. Yeah, that was lovely.
Where are you
Thank
from,
you, guys.
Pierre? Where are you located?
I'm located in, well, right outside of Chicago. So basically Chicago, Illinois. Born and raised here, been here for all my life, and yet I still hate the cold, but that's another story for a different day.
That is valid. So you guys heard it first. We are officially international stage, kicking off with our first poet all the way from Chicago. So by the way, if you like anything that you hear today, if you want to connect with Pierre himself, we will be dropping the socials in the comments. So make sure you make note of all of your favorite poets, or even if you don't like them, take note anyway and learn something from them, because clearly you need some change in your life. So follow them in the comments and you will.
Why is she like
Trying to tell me, Bex, what are you trying to tell me? Just be direct, man. Stop with the indirects, yeah? If you're trying to tell me something, tell me straight.
No, I'm telling the audience that if they dislike you, then they need to learn and change their way of thinking. So they should follow you.
Standard. Sorry, I missed it. I get there. I'll shut up now. If I don't, Fisky will shut me up.
I'm looking out for you guys. I am looking out for you guys. So we are going to move on to our next poet. Calling to the screen, Z. Where are you? Z, are you here?
Woo!
Woo! Make some noise for Z, guys.
I don't think Z's here.
Take it, slut. I do two pieces.
Wherever you are.
We miss you.
Oh well.
Man, Z was
Oh,
amazing.
you lot are being generous. I'm thinking that means there's a 3 minutes going spare. Yeah, I got the bars, man. I got the bars.
All right, okay,
save
let's move on to the next.
Yeah, we'll save that for the end. So we're going to move on to our next poet. Mariam, to the screen. Are you here? Where are you at?
I'm going to talk about the lockdown. I know everyone's bored of it, but I wrote about it today. Yeah, I just needed to put it down on paper. All right, let's go. Forced to a halt at our feet, the freedom, control, and choice taken away from me. Pain, loss, and grief are part of our humanity. So I ask you, how are you coping with our new normality? On the shelves that are finally being read. The new office is the fairy lights near my bed. My notepad is my new best friend, and I can finally write that novel because time has no end. Poetry has always been a way for the subconscious to be said, but now more than ever it has value while I navigate the unknown through my head. Family. I came back to my family home a week before they told we couldn't leave, because my mum's protection and prayers felt like the strongest form of love for me. And ironically, one day we'll look back and these will be cherished memories. Individuality. In a world so connected, we sometimes lose the self. Between the 9 to 5, the long commutes, the gym classes, the ongoing conveyor belt. the hen parties, the weddings, the baby showers, the birthdays, the leaving drinks, all commitments that we abide to. And now we're forced to sit with the individual, forced to develop a survival mindset through our own perception and our own perseverance, forced to find a self-peace, forced to be okay when the world is not, forced to find power in our own daily rituals. And all of this is just coping mechanisms through this new reality. And just like you, some days it works and some days this still feels like insanity. So I ask you, how are you coping in our new normality? Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
The subject. I know everyone's subject.
Wow.
Did it.
Oh, sorry.
No, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mariam. That was definitely needed. Those are important questions. Like, how are you coping? I've been asking myself that for 3, 4, 5 weeks. So thank you so much for
I
that.
was afraid you were going to say years, man.
I mean, all my life I had to.
How are you coping?
That was amazing. Thank you so much. Make sure you drop some comments for Mariam if you enjoyed that, and make sure you follow her on social media. Coming up next to the stage, we are going to the screen. We are going to call up Elizabeth in a little while. So Elizabeth, get ready. Fisky's just going to pull you up to the screen, and then once you're up and running, take it all away.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I'm officially unmuted. Hi, everyone. My name is Elizabeth McGill. I've been writing a lot recently about how criticism of poetry can affect mental health. And someone a while ago told me that my poetry was really cold and clinical. So in response, I wrote the most clinical thing I could possibly think of, which is a univocalism, which means the only vowel in this poem is the letter I. My clinic. This clinic isn't NHS fit. This clinic is rich with trying. This clinic will stitch, split, skin, trims stitch by stitch, skims lightly with timing, brings light in thin strips, sings in seamen kindly. My clinic is Irish, Irish eyes. Smiling, lifts spindly digits, dips milky digit tips in ink, writing with inky mind. My clinic visits, bringing in drinks, giggling fizz, fixing things firmly with bird chirps, with light chinks and misty dim. This clinic is misfit. Smiling brightly is brimming, spills in giddy spins, kinship with misfit minds. It clicks, is rich with impish giggling. My clinic is high kicking, swimming, swinging limbs, climbing high limbs, slipping, picking grit bit by bit is king. This clinic is mimic, instinct. Bright miss is critic, is brisk, snitch, bringing dim blight, dividing illicit, kissing, shining minds, thick fists sting, blitzing this blinding hit. My clinic is flinching, this prickly indignity. My clinic is crying. Bright miss will limit this clinic. It is trick. Criticism is slim pickings, stinks. Will mix this clinic's mind dizzy. This clinic is shy, sinking ship, spits in bright, shining pink strings, limps in winding rhythm. My clinic is in bits, stems, wishing, giving skybirdish sighs. This clinic isn't liking bright Mrs. Criticism. Criticism isn't fixing. It is brick in chin. It is flinging, stinking vim. It is limiting, living. Is Miss Thing stiff with fright? Wishing ill winds in this clinic, gifting gift of sly digs, sits in wings, sinning, grinning, winning. This clinic with timing rightly skips it. This criticism snip it thinly. This clinic will miss criticism, will miss bright miss, will miss this prickly snitch. Still it is right. This is it. Finish it. This clinic sits in bright witch skin, this clinic shining. My clinic is vivid, is fitting prisms in minds, bringing sight in blind minds, is flying with wings and mystic. My clinic grins, rising, climbing birch limbs. My clinic is king. Bring my clinic tiny birds. My clinic sits singing with birds. This misfit fits in infinity. Thank you.
That was very big.
Martin smashed it.
Mad.
Killed it.
Madness.
Break
That-
it in, amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. That was absolute fire. If you guys didn't realize, like, our open mic list is elite. Like, that was confirmation for you guys. Like she said, my clinic is fitting prisms in minds. What? You guys don't know. You guys are not ready. Bars, if you want more bars, you are going to love, absolutely love our next poet that we have up for you. It's a previous December headliner at Mind Over Matter Camden. Please remember, you can view any of our past live shows, pre-corona, post-corona, in the middle of corona, on our YouTube channel. Obviously, wait until the end of this show and watch the live version right now. So we are going to call up the one, the only, the barra himself, Mr. Big Mad Scoop. So Scoop, if you're ready, we are going to pull you up to the screen in a little while. Please wait until you're unmuted. Make some noise for Scoop, guys.
Word, sound, power.
Oh, he's got no sound.
It might be that your audio, you haven't connected with Audio Scoop, maybe, because you're not muted, but we've got no sound of you. So you might need to click on the bottom left corner. There's a way to join audio. I'm not sure.
Amy, do you want a job as an admin? I need someone who knows what they're doing.
Sure, I'll take any jobs, mate, at the moment.
When you say job, you weren't expecting to get paid.
Classic artist job, eh?
Okay, we'll come back to Scoop. We'll try and get his stuff sorted out.
Amazing, amazing. So we're going to go straight to our next person on the open mic. We have Cat Pet. Are you there? One of my faves. Where are you at, Cat Pet?
Woo woo!
Big up, big up, big up.
That went a lot quicker than I expected. Standing in front of my coffee machine at 11:11. Coffee stains my blank pages, sun-kissed and hugged by light. Nearing 3-ish hours, I've been inhaling sun. Still not a word finds me as hastily as they do when I write about you, yet I still refuse in ways I'd never thought I'd need to. Coping is such a strange misconception of human emotions, too varied to be true. Muddled mojitos refresh, dark rum on ice brings zest, but I don't ingest anymore. I find other spirits to drown my soul these days. Shocking, I know. It's what happens when we grow. Can't say I don't enjoy a pina colada made at home, but in that mood I must be. It's not a just for the sake of it thing for me these days. I fill a pint glass of water and sip on that life in liquid form. I allow a well-made cup of coffee to touch my lips, but still, but only, the finest Ethiopian bean, it is the only flavor I need. Writing has become my flow. I found myself as the cursor ticks and goes. Without fail, it reappears, like a drug that won't ever run dry. For as long as I have thought, I'll find a way to extract it. From mind to page, and back to you. I'll scroll up a little. Been writing a while now. I lost the title and reason. I'll just write a few more lines now, in free flow. Craving that crema on top of my espresso. I replaced you with mochas and frappuccinos. At least I know how to create those. To appeal to the same lips your kiss hasn't missed. I forgive you, it's been years. I'm abnormal though. I wouldn't have it any other way. As I contemplate if another cup so soon after the last is acceptable. standing in front of my coffee machine at 11 past 11. Thank you.
Woo!
They had me a coffee, to be fair.
Big up, big up, big up.
So sick.
Thank you so much, Kat. That was absolutely amazing. That was like so serene. Like I felt like I was like maneuvering through your mind. She was like, as long as I have thoughts, I'll find a way to write it. So beautiful. Thank you so much. We are going to move on to our next open micer. I know she's ready. She's always ready. She's been here from the very beginning. So can we give a huge Mind Over Matter welcome to Amy McAllister? Where are you at? Please wait until you're unmuted, Amy, and then take the screen. Pew, 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 pew. That was very silent guns. Pew, pew.
Hi. Okay, I think I'm here. So I wrote this sort of during and after the Mind Over Matter Connect workshop, which I really recommend. Anna runs it, and it's sort of a combination of poetry and some really good tips on how to navigate this time. And I just wanted to say that one thing I'm finding really tricky that sounds like fickle but isn't is when I'm like really on a ledge, the only thing that works is to get on a bus or get on a train or get on a plane, and it really works. So I could be so bad and then I'll go somewhere by myself and then I'm just cured. And so I've written this about the fact that we're not going to be able to travel for a long time. So this is called To the Adventurer. I know, you haven't been to Mexico, and now you have to wait. No, you can't ride in the driver's cabin on a bus somewhere near Cluj-Napoca. Can't dance with the locals at the beach cafe in Bossa. You will not be holding octopi spearfished by the umbrella rental men. And London doesn't have volcanoes. There'll be none of them. How will you remember who you are? Remember that you're beautiful and valid even with no context. Loved immediately by strangers, by someone's grandpa in a suburb of Lviv. When will you sing and not be shy again? Anonymous and free and utterly yourself. The walls, they seem to be on wheels now, pushed closer every minute by a team of Tory penis-swinging pig-head bird-brained dogs. Your world is small. Between a bowl of porridge and a shower, and an episode of something that was meant to be lighthearted but is painful to sit down to. And you travel only with your mouth, through tacos and lasagna, Thai green curry, mole and tandoori tempeh, with a temper that is always just one sniff of side-eye from some full-on fisticuffs. You bike to nearby neighborhoods and hope to find an unfamiliar corner. You try hard to treat old streets as new. You wish for smells you can't quite put your finger on, but most of all, you wish for people. People on the buses, at the markets, round the campfire, setting up their sofa bed for you or fighting for the bottom bunk, teaching you the first few notes of something special in their language, which is so much lovelier than English. People jamming late at night or beeping horns at crazy junctions, asking questions, telling stories, clearing up in simple moments what once seemed like insurmountable predicaments. Cures in flour and water, in walks that blister toes, flirtations that remind you that this globe's enormous and your person's out there somewhere, and that life is long and colourful and offers paths in infinite directions. You will get to Mexico. This is a waiting room, and wait you must. But we're here too. It's not the same, but here's a meme to get you through another hour, and a Zoom to occupy a Tuesday evening that would otherwise be spent reading the news. Here is a weekly clap, to clap our heroes on the back as they pack 10 days' work into an afternoon, and for the 37th afternoon and counting. Here is a smile for you as we leave space when passing on a narrow pavement, and here a WhatsApp group in case you're out of bread. Someone you know knows someone who's already dead because of bats, or business conferences, or ski trips, or the government. Be grateful. You have healthy lungs to breathe in that sea air, a tongue that tastes to taste new spices, and a heart still beating to be sped right up by climbing something, finding something, loving something. Something's got to give, they're working on it. So, while waiting on it, stare at clouds. Remember how much time you spent on this when you were 7? Phone a friend from school who you'd still know if work or bullshit or responsibility had not split you apart. Explore an art form that you've always feared having a go at. Volunteer. You've got a lot to offer. Share it. Check your privilege. Whether it's a pool out back, a kitchen floor to sleep on, or your sense of humor, you will get through this. We are different, but it's difficult for all of us and doable with all of us. So wait and trust and dream of enchiladas until Mexico is possible again.
That was big. That was good. Actually, smashed it. Smashed it.
I'll follow that.
Fuck the Tories.
Thank you so much for that, Amy. That was absolutely amazing. Like the imagery was everything. I think my favorite line was London has no volcanoes. Like I thought that was amazing. But
thank you.
Have you been on the Central Line though?
Well, I forgot. Oh, I see what you mean.
Honestly, I feel like no matter what time you get on it, it's always packed.
I know what you mean.
Like no matter what time you get on it, it's always packed. Like it's 33 minutes after midnight on a Tuesday afternoon. Where are you going? Where are you going, sir? The people want to know. If you know, please contact us at www.mindovermatterldn.com. Thank you so much, Amy. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 more open micers for you. That's an amazing couple of minutes coming up. We are going to get Big Scoop back on at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And we are going to move straight into the one, the only, Mr. T. Thomas. What a name. Everybody make some noise.
I get you. Big up, big up, big up. Lovely to be following Amy, and lovely to be here. Myself, thanks. I've got it covered. Lovely to be here with you this evening. I would like to share some new shit. There's a thing in the poetry scene. Can you just unmute everybody for a second, Fisky? When a poet brings some new shit to the stage, we ask everybody in the audience to shout out new shit when I say new shit. So I said new shit, you say new shit. Thank you very much. You can mute them all now. It's all about me now. That's it. That's the interaction over. And I can unmute myself. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So yeah, when you've written a poem today and you're at an event where they say it's all about sharing your thoughts and feelings, I guess the thing you should share is the thing you wrote today. So this one is new shit. It hasn't even got a title. It might have one later, but maybe I won't bother. They kept the shelves stacked and packed the bags that kept us fed, made us well when we were sick, and after some of the best nights of our lives, these are the gals and guys that carried us home safe. And sure, we made noise for them, clapping and banging, whooping and singing. Sure, we were silent for them. 1 minute of heads bowed on demand saw eyes damp and stinging. But what we didn't do enough was speak up. Raise our heads above the parapets to ensure those in the front lines had everything they needed to save themselves while they were saving us. And now these brave, not so few are gone. Will we speak out about the undoubted injustice or just hunker down in our bunkers too afraid to demand the change that we know needs to be made? We cannot wash our hands of this. They will remain unclean. There is no treatment which will absolve us from our share of all the wrongs we've seen. When we remember them, our cheeks will burn. For guilt, there's no vaccine. So let's not lose another, dreaming of all these lives lost, which we know should not have been. Kept it brief, kept it sweet. Big up to Mind Over Matter and the crew and all those people on the front lines, wherever they are. And that doesn't just mean the NHS. I love the NHS with a passion. Saved my wife, saved my mum, saved enough people I know. But I'm talking about the shelf stackers. I'm talking about the bus drivers. I'm talking about all those roles in which working class people are out there saving lives today, because we need them all. Big up to all of them and all of you.
Oh yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Another important message from Mark, Mr. T. Thomas. Thank you so much. Absolutely love that. What do you guys know about a professional microphone at home for an open mic? Like the caliber of this stage is absolutely incredible. So I hope you guys stick around. We have 3 more poets for you on the first half before we get into some music with the one and only Mr. Nutty P. So we are going to bring to the stage Chloe.Best. We're going to bring her to the screen in a little while. Chloe, you have 3 minutes. Please wait until you're unmuted on the screen to share your piece. It's my jazz.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry, everyone.
Writing poetry. Oh, am I muted? Okay, yeah. Okay. I've only been writing poetry for about past 3 years and only really writing spoken word within the last year, mainly within the last few months. So this is the first piece I wrote that's had a consistent theme. So I haven't memorized it fully, so bear with me. This is called The Games We Play. So listen up for as many games as you can. In this game of life, we scrabble to find meaning, trying to connect for love without others intervening. And oh, the games we play. When you don't know who you are, you become anyone. And things go left when you don't act right. So check your intention before you spin the wheel of fortune, because karma comes hard when you don't play by the rules. You don't even know your own values, but you're always trying to check us. Things get confusing when black and white turn gray and when people start to stray. You took that chip off your shoulder and gambled with a life. Held your card so close to your chest you didn't see you had the royal hand. So you traded your queen for a 2 and now you look like a joker trying to provoke her with all of these charades. See, queens aren't suited for fools of the pack. Tried to twist their words, but you got caught with both hands on reds. Going back and forth by text with thumb wars, but I spy those little lies. Don't you know if you try to use snakes to climb ladders, you'll end up sliding back down even sadder? And when you surround yourself with dirt, don't be surprised when you end up stuck in the mud. So you distract yourself from feeling by using a trivial pursuit, trying to hide your emotions with your poker face, but you drop a Cluedo when the mask slips. Funny when the coin flips. You could have won big, I mean you hit the jackpot. But when you're not used to these riches and addicted to playing, you keep going till you lose and you end up paying. You were both creating 2 different pictures and ended up puzzled when the pieces didn't fit. There was something missing. And now you're sat reminiscing on the Netflix and chills, ordering Domino's. And now you're looking, trying to guess who they're talking to. The frustration, pushing away that one that you really want to go home to. You got to ask yourself, are you really patterning up or just repeating the same patterns? Careful, because throwing away your morals to chase the cheese can leave you caught in a mousetrap. Listen, the universe is telling you to assess the risk factors of your actions. Pause hard, and that's the meaning when you pull the hangman cards. So all of these games, need to go put them back on the shelf, because eventually you'll realize the only person you're playing is yourself.
That was big. Oh, good. Yeah. Oh,
These new players in the game trying to teach us OGs.
That was cold. Big up.
Ooh, that, Chloe, was a lot to take in. Like, I'm like, YA, I love the wordplay. Shout out for Poet YA for that line. Yeah, no, that was brilliant. I actually got Mousetrap for one of my birthdays. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I got the game for one of my birthdays and I was absolutely obsessed. So thank you for that throwback. We have 2 more poets for you. That's 6 minutes of absolute fire before we get into a Nutty P playlist. So we are going to call to the stage Dedalius Chaos. I saw him last time and he was absolutely amazing. He blew us away, literally. Go back and watch it and you'll get what I mean. So make some noise for Dedalius Chaos.
Thank you. So yeah, I wrote this poem. This is actually like the beginning to this album that I released some months ago, and it was just like summing up the album and the feelings and everything up to that point. So the whisper screams echo in my dreams. These crafty thieves don't sleep in order to breathe for 5 more minutes. We meet again. But pretend not to notice each other as we look away on the sidewalk as the chalk outlines our motivations to leave our stations. We round the block. Like clockwork and 9 times to 5 fine restaurants satiating our face, molding them to smiles for happy hours. We grow sour as our months slip into another season, the greeting gray and white. No days, long nights. Circling us, leaving 6 degrees, separating me from the disease that's always on the verge of breaking these walls as I stall my life just a little longer to get it right so I could feel that I showed everyone what's in me despite losing fights. The syndrome of a dominant imposter since 9 to 5 different stages of life, but the strife brought me here to be clear. I still battle my issues to this day. My spirits have been dallied in my spirit, and the bars of the prison refracted the light into a prism, allowing my essence to absorb lessons in my discretion so that soon I can reemerge anew. That's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So good.
I gotta practice breath control, right?
No! Make some noise.
Yeah.
Good.
Big up.
Nice.
Real nice.
Nice.
For promotion.
Nice. Nice. Jesus. Need a moment. My chest. That was amazing. If anybody knows me, I absolutely love syllables, and he fit like so many syllables in just like 1 minute. It was just compact. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure to have you. We are going to our final open micer for the first half. We are gonna go straight back in a circle to Big Scoop. Gonna bring him back on. He was our December headliner at Mind Over Matter Camden. So please remember again, you can view our past shows on YouTube. So make some noise for Big Scoop. Scoop.
Yeah, thank you. I'm just gonna perform a piece from that actual piece in December. I called it Mind Over Matter. I'm gonna get straight into it. Now let's get straight to the point, because there's a few things that I can't hide. You see, growing up, I was known as a joker. But if the Joker was showing you anything, is that every clown has a dark side. You see, when you're mentally down and you're going through all of those hard times, people want to find out if you're okay. You say yes, but you know that you aren't fine, because depression is crazy. I'm thinking, how did I get here? You see, when it came to drinking, I was like Will Smith. I would leave Fresh Prince on the Bel Air because I thought that I never mattered. And trust me, you hit the nail on the head if you clock that I love getting hammered. Because you see, as people, we don't ever look for advice. No, we just look for advice. And as a result, we end up balling. Because when you're balling, you don't really care for the price. But that's what it's like as a man when you don't have a plan. But you know about losing the plot and you're not even fighting for land? You see, my whole life was a sham. Because I was on track but still doing road, as if I was driving a tram. See, I know guys, I know what it's like to be judged without ever taking a stand. I know guys that have turned into addicts and spend all day sniffing up grams, and dealers promoting that white power as if they work for the clan. See, I'm not gonna bore anybody, but we don't help each other enough. And I'm not gonna talk it, and I'm not gonna force it, but I am gonna talk it. Because it's like if you're not employed and you don't benefit from human resources. So a lot of the time, we just don't see opportunity. And all of that insecurity will have you stuck at the door like you work in security. And these are the things that we have to contend with. The fact that nobody cares until you end up in intensive. A phone call can easily save lives, if not even a message. You don't have to end up that sneaker to be allowed to have. But tell me, let's talk about social media, because there's no need for pretending. How men want to stand for the gram and birds, follow anything that's trending. Realize that it's not just DMs. You got to look at the message you're sending. You got young kids losing their senses because they're out here living under pretenses. You ain't got to tell lives to be living one. You can post up 1 million pictures and still not see the bigger one. So it's all about likes and followers, and we don't realize that we're living wrong. And just by pushing this legacy, we don't realize that we're killing one. So we don't take into account. Instead of chasing the future, we got everyone chasing the cloud. I used to think that the future was bright. I can't even say that's a shout. These days I'm feeling like Samuel L. Jackson because I now have reasonable doubt. Because I've seen people get so many compliments, but in real life be lacking in confidence because you got to be mindful of fate and not walk around with a mindful of fate. I know guys that ain't diabetic, but are the type to die for the cake. And it's like being a dog on a racetrack. Because you go around in circles and not realize what you're chasing is fake. But you're out here thinking it's flight. But don't realize that you look more tapped than a water supply. You see, all of these big corporations have always got something to hide. So just like Uber, you got to pick up and they only take you for a ride. And that ride can lead to your death. So you're better off keeping your head down. Because trust me, I know how death looks. But it's more ironic that I know how death sounds. I mean, I was mentally sleeping for so long that I might as well have been bedbound. But now I'm fully awake. I'm alive, but also dead proud. But the truth is, I'm still standing. And now I realize that I stand out. These days I'm making plans, not just seeing how everything pans out. Because being lazy is just like being a bus driver. Because you got to stay in your lane and spend the day looking for handouts and it's all mad now. I mean, just picture the stress. See, I don't treat mental health like a front page story because I'm not trying to talk to the press. See, many of us try to act like it's not real, and that's what I need to address. Because trust me, there's no way we can elevate if we're not taking the steps. That's what I can remember from this as well.
That was big. That was so big.
Yeah. And was nodding his head up in the place.
A black Mitsubishi
Wow.
Outlander.
I was expecting a lot, but I wasn't expecting that much.
Wow, boy.
Yes, yes, yes. That was the punchline extraordinaire. Big Scoop. Oh, you hit the nail on the head. If you clocked that I like getting hammered. It's insane. I'm alive, but I'm also dead proud. Like, guys, if you're not following Big Scoop, you looked more tapped than a water supply. But all the socials are in the comments, so make sure you hit them up, make sure you follow them on Instagram, make sure you subscribe for us on our channel so you can see us next time. We are going to take a very quick 5-minute break and allow you to go pee, get another beverage, grab a snack, and we are going to play some amazing sounds and mixtape from the one, the only Mr. Nutty P DJ. So
yeah,
bro.
Big up.
Scoop's one of the best writers about at the moment still, man. I fucking rate Scoop big time. But anyway, yeah, I'm Nutty P. Big up everyone at Mind Over Matter. Don't know. I'm gonna play some tunes and some beats and whatever in this break here. I'm gonna start off with a new tune of mine. It's literally just come out like last night. It's called Wait. It's gonna play a little, like a minute of this. So yeah, check it out.
Big strong, bruv.
I don't beg, I don't pet, I don't chase. I don't beg, I don't pet, I just wait. I don't beg, I don't pet, I don't chase. I don't beg, I don't pet, I just wait. Cause I know the game is mine, simply cause I've been on the grind. Must have scrapped a million beats, must have scrapped a million rhymes. Been doing this before anyone got sight when the blind was feeding the blind. When you thought UK music was in decline, I was still building alive. When the radio only played American tunes, I was putting in work on the slide. Cause I knew one day that me and my gang would be covering the charts, said I could go sign. Used to be source of vibe, but now I got the source of vibes. How many hits but more than 5? How many careers have I brought to life? So what am I smoking right to get me through long recording nights? I got the more you try it, make it even thought to be right. Thought of the more we're alive, my cohorts got score for the drive. Till we cop the coach for the glide, until our sons and daughters alive. Living our best lives, bills are paid and everything nice. Got the sharpest baby, the girl that's right.
Mind over matter.
I'm gonna play one more tune. Yeah, this tune here is called Phantom by myself and my brother Il Hayes has got a project coming up very soon. We've got our little group together called On High, and this is like one of the first tunes we've actually done together. It's called Phantom. It's not finished in that, exclusive to Mind Over Matter. Let's go.
Everyone takes an L, but it's about how my man bounce back. Negative energy in your life, fight all accounts, you have to allow that. My crew make a noise on the road that is stinky, it's loud back. My tunes hit the club, hit the man, them pattern to frown at. Yeah, I'm about that. I'm about the action. The tunes ain't getting no traction, cause you can't give the fan satisfaction. Bars like that, you ain't gonna get no phantom. Nah, but this will take me to the mansion. This will take me to the top. This will take me to the highest spot. This will take me and my camp to the state tune straight to the tape and out of the block. I'm a bad boy cause I can't stop where it's not. The flies in the rave, that's why you'll flock. In my life I've been through a lot. That's why the bad have to get raw. Yeah, gotta drop 'em out. From my house. Throw 'em out. Life was some mad, had to turn it round. Dealing with all these clowns, so I see one of them. I see me, cause you were taking me to the dark side. I had to repress what was Look, war with me still, they can't talk with me still, they talk over still, wrong with the skill, they want wrong with the feel, they ain't got no appeal, they ain't got any tunes that bang, they ain't got any tunes that spill, fuck that, you can never talk with a gang, no way you ain't gonna get you a deal, you made 100 tunes in a day, why do you make some shit you feel, I'm just trying to make real shit still, that shit there ain't got no appeal, I'm still a cold, they can't fuck with the bros, I'ma put that on the dough, gonna do numbers, gonna do O's, gonna go silver, gonna go platinum, gonna go gold, yeah, I'm gonna blow, I'ma put that on my soul, I'ma get down for my people still, I'ma bring dough for my man from the road, I'ma get down for my wife and kids, but real talk, I'm so glad that you know, all about real life, cause this shit's been a real fight, real talk, but I'm so glad that you know what it feels like, yeah, cause that's some shit you gotta learn still, cause life's a rough, uphill struggle like turn hill, I've got that fire trying to make it fucking burn still, so we can tell them hating bitches, hey, see what Yeah, that's the new stuff man's been working on and that. If you like what you hear, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at my name is Nutty P. Big up the whole Mind Over Matter massive. Yeah.
Nutty P.
Large up.
Yes.
That's good stuff. Good shit, man. Good shit.
Talk shit ways.
Right.
Ooh.
Working on that. Like what you hear, follow me Instagram and Twitter at my name is Nutty P. We got the whole mind over matter massive. Yeah. Large.
Yes.
Whoa, whoa. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Nutty P. Good evening, good day, good light. My name is Bexy Bex, and this is Mind Over Matter Digital, the Quickfire Edition Part 2. So welcome back. We have 11 amazing poets. We have 11 amazing poets for you left coming up to the stage. So if you missed the first half, all is not. Amazing. Thank you so much, Nutty P. If you missed the first half, sorry about this, guys. I'm not saying I'm old, but like I've only just figured out how to split screen. So you can probably hear YouTube back in the background. So I'm just going to mute that for you. So, yep, it's. So if you missed the first half, is it coming? All is not. Why is it? If you missed the first half, sorry about this, guys. I'm not saying I'm old, but like I've only just figured out how to split screen. So you can.
Bless,
that was so
we love
hard.
the technology, man. Technology is so nice to us.
I mean, that was so difficult. I'm actually stressed. I'm actually very stressed, guys. So apologies for that. I am Bexy Bex, your technical guide for the evening. Welcome back if you're just watching us on YouTube. I have got a split screen, so if you have any comments, please do not roast me in the comments. If you have any shout outs, let me know. I will read them out for you. We had an amazing first half. If you missed it, we will post all of our shows on the YouTube channel. So even though I'm still going to give you a little side eye for being late, but all is forgiven as long as you hit the subscribe button. So we are going to kick off the second half with an absolute amazing poet. She has a debut poetry collection called Galaxy Walks, published under Burning Eye Poets, and she completely 100% smashed her headline gig at Mind Over Matter in conjunction with the Grey Dog Festival back in February 2019, and she's going to come back and do it for us all over again. Introducing Sharifa Energy to the screen. Make some noise, everybody.
Hey guys.
Big up.
Hey Rakaya. Hey. We're doing training and stuff online. So yeah, I'm not gonna stay for too long as well because I actually really need to eat. But yeah, I'm just gonna share a couple of pieces with you. One of them, something that I wrote more recently. It was for Cash's Trent challenge. So it's just kind of more of an update as to where I am right now with this whole lockdown and all the rest of it. But yeah, so many complaining that we're stuck in the trenches. Can't even complain. All I see are my blessings. A roof over my head, feeling safe when I'm resting. 2020 isn't how we planned that, but it's all perspective. Gratitude I feel for life in my lungs, for laughter in my chest, for feeling strong in my bones. Learned to love many from a distance. Social distance a norm. Already had plans to take off alone, go abroad. Sticking to what I'd planned, training Muay Thai, reading books. India's poor can't isolate. Streets overcrowded, nowhere safe to go. Thoroughly washing my hands since I was a little girl. Wonder what this world will look like. Change will be drastic in a year. I continue to count my blessings. I trust the Most High. My life's in the hands of Allah. I don't live with fear. Pray for my people and keep my vibe and spirit up. So yeah, that's just a little something. But I'm gonna read a poem from my collection, which I haven't really shared with people. I was gonna share it on Instagram soon. But yeah, if you guys, I'll let you guys hear it. And I think I don't know how people are doing mentally and stuff, and just the reality of us actually as beings, we're having to sit with ourselves a lot more now. You know, like we're all used to a lot of movement, whether you know something might be come to mind, but you know you keep it moving throughout the day. Like we're usually just busy or doing other things, and I'm not saying we're not busy right now either, because I think there's sometimes some people misunderstand. They think like you're just free just because you're at home. I'm like, we've still got things to do. But yeah, what I have seen within myself is like just thoughts that kind of come to mind that I've not necessarily been dealing with within myself, and I'm just kind of aware of it. I'm just mindful of it, not giving it too much energy, but just being aware of it. But yeah, this piece is called Nat Mure from my collection. And Nat Mure is actually a herb that my therapist, she's a herbalist, she's a holistic practitioner as well. So she always used to tell me like a couple of years ago, like, make sure you get some Nat Mure, like, because of just noise in the mind and other stuff. So yeah, this is kind of in honor of her. There are worlds inside I try to escape. An unsatisfied mind hovers, finding distractions, returning to a place of absence, pulled into the abyss. Lanes where recollections are held in traffic. Cars colliding, trucks pointing in the wrong direction, where there is absolute mayhem. Into arteries clotted with pain, where movement ceases, gates close, only visitors with lanyards allowed. A passerby sneaks in, creeping into veins, claiming their home, stretching with a pitchfork, scraping insides, oblivious to the gasping bearer. Every tug felt, every elbow blade, every careless foot stomping instead of treading. An idle mind discovers lonely rooms, awaiting a visitor to pause, linger, prodding the heart, bulldozing jammed doors, hauntings tumble into the immaculate courtyard. And yeah, like this piece for me is important because I've seen a lot of things just in terms of lockdown. I've seen like a lot of commentary or like, it's not about productivity and, you know, people, it's not about, you know, coming out of lockdown, like having new skills as such. But for me, like, I'm very aware of making sure we're having as much movement within our own environment that we are in right now. So doing what you can to maintain and look after your mental health, I think that's important. It doesn't mean like doing so much, but at the same time, for me, like training from home, I picked up like, I'm seeing how much I can learn online. Not because I'm trying to give myself like a challenge of like, yeah, I really want to learn all these things, but at the same time, for me, at my mind, I need to be active. So I picked up.
That's such an important message. Thank you so much.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
but I picked up like a stick from that I found in the bathroom.
What I really need to know is where did you get that bag? Thank you so much, Sharifa. That was amazing. That was amazing. Thank you so much. You guys, make sure you guys check out her book, Galaxy Wars. It's absolutely fire. Shout out to Jessica Clark in the comments. She said, where did you get that background from? Because I'm trying to know. I've got dying plants in the bag. I'm not trying to look like a murderer online. So help us out, drop us in the comments, let us know if you can do the Zoom backdrop. We are going to keep the second half moving. She kicked it off absolutely amazing. So we're going to go straight into our next poet for the evening. We have Bilal Rasp coming up to the screen. Bilal, please wait until you're unmuted to come to the stage. You have 3 minutes to fire up the screen. Everybody make some noise for Bilal, please. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah. There he is, I can see him.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Hello. Can you hear me?
You're with us now, brother.
Can you hear me now?
And still.
We good, yeah? Okay. Go straight in. It's been about 15 years since I was left without a father. At times, I'd rather bury my head in the sand instead of always brave facing just to show that I'm taking it like a man. I mastered the straight face, masking the chaos inside. No fake smile to mask this chaos inside. Being ice cold on the outside while my inside scold and burn. That yearn for his fatherly advice, that fatherly embrace. My daydreams interrupted by a feeling of overwhelming guilt and the reality that most of my best friends growing up have never even seen their father's face. But I was blessed with 17 of his best years, though I betrayed his trust time and time again. He overlooked and refused to believe I was rotten time and time again. How I wish I could see him in a dream time and time again. But when I sleep, I see nothing except endless darkness time and time again. And I tell myself that he was never gone too soon, because no one ever goes too soon. We only go at the right time. We go when it's appointed. It's never early, never late. The train is always on time. Death is that uncomfortable reality we avoid talking about, as if it's never coming for us, as if it's not gunning for us, as if time is on our side. But with each second that passes, that's time running from us. It's been about 15 years since I watched my father's pulse fade into a flat line, stood beside the hospital bed, his skin cold to the touch. Since then I've been cold to the touch, regrets and remorse and thoughts of how I owe him so much. My abode is this clutch that constantly has its hand around my throat. This is the pain about which I've written mad rhymes. To me, writing about pain comes easy. For many years, it's been one of my favorite pastimes. I've written about every feeling I've ever felt and touched on every emotion I could feel. In all these years I've been writing, I've never found it this hard to articulate my thoughts. It's so real. But when you entered my life, everything changed. With the promise of never being the same again. And I wouldn't change the way things came to be or the timing of when you came to me, despite the hardships of not knowing when we'd get the next batch of grocery, because it was perfect, because you're perfect, and any amount of hardship I went through was worth it because you're worth it. And I remember the way that my father raised me, and that's exactly how I want to raise you, you and your little sister. My young queens, I pray you grow up to be powerful women, strong and never weak, united and fearless, even in the face of defeat. My young queens, although your mother and I rarely see eye to eye, one thing her and I can't deny is that you're beautiful. My young queens, if I die tonight, know that your father loved you, and long after you bury me, that flame will keep burning. And if I die tonight, understand that I never let go of your hand out of choice. For as long as I was able to breathe, I held on tight and never left. I vowed that if I ever left, it would not be out of choice. If I die tonight, know that I held you close to my chest, that I never dropped you, I never backed down, and I never sat down, because that's not what I stood for. My young queens, I pray you outlive me. I pray I raise you how a man should. I pray you forgive me. I pray you find peace and the strength that would lift the world in its darkest hours. You lift me in my darkest hours. Your sweet scent like the largest flowers. I love you. Thank you.
Oh! Yeah. Amazing.
That's so good.
So much. Thank you so much, Bilal. We love you too. Like, that was absolutely amazing. He came with the energy of like, the fire. What does it say? Long after you bury me, the fire will still be burning. Like, better get to know. And we are going to keep this open mic burning for you guys. We are going to bring up, yay! We're going to bring up a poet person to the screen. He's going to drop some poetry for you guys. So can you make some noise for poet person? Poet person, wait until you're unmuted and then speak your piece.
Kitchen. Sound. Yeah, I'm good.
You are
some more noise, guys. Woo!
Hey, here I am. Hello, everyone. Woo! This is so sick so far. Love everyone at these events. Brilliant. Big up everyone who makes these happen. As per buy the merch. It's sick. It's just good stuff all around, mate. I'm gonna be doing a poem that was written at the event that Anna ran, one she mentioned earlier about doing the sort of like therapy and poetry stuff. So if you guys saw Amy's poem earlier, mine is kind of like that. So whoa, hopefully you like them both. That'd be cool. And if not, like pick one of us and then don't tell either of us. This poem is called Explore Again. And it's just about like, actually, you'll know, you'll hear it, whatever. So weird doing this on fucking webcam, man. You will be able to explore again soon. You will be able to find nooks and crannies, backstreet bars again. Drink 2 strong cocktails with friends again. Eat cherry tomatoes injected with hot sauce, soaked in vodka at festivals again. This will not be forever. You will have time to explore again. Write lines in cafes with overproduced, overbrewed, overpriced coffee again. Make Bloody Marys on balconies again. Get too drunk at brunch. Get dressed up for the club again. Hug friends, kiss again. Just feel fully you again. Surrounded by city, tripping on debris, picking up rocks, finding diamonds. In time spent together. There's no pressure. That's it. Thank you. Thank you.
Doing that. Good.
A poet person, absolutely love it. Best ad libs on Mind Over Matter, London. Next to me, of course. Absolutely love him. Can't wait for him to be unmuted so he can drop us an ad lib. So just letting you know, poet person, ad libs. We're waiting for you on the next one. When we bring to the stage our next open micer, Sian Donovan. If I've said that incorrectly, please let me know as soon as you come to the stage. But Sian, everybody make some noise. There you go, solo noise.
Yeah. It's Sheehan. Having that one for people. The tricky one. Okay, so I'm going to do a piece for you called Liquid Love Affair. The first time I got pissed, I was 14 years old. It was the millennium and the cab had made me bold. Nowadays, everyone drinks Prosecco, wishing it was champagne, but back then it was cab and not Prosecco that had its reign. At the street party, someone's mum kept topping up our plastic cups, proclaiming, in between burps, "You're underage, but it's the millennium, so just this once it'll be fine." And that night we really did party like it was 1999. Sitting on this wall, down in these drinks kept us busy. And when I stood up, suddenly I felt dizzy. I turned to my friend and said, "Hey, there is something weird about that wall. When you get up from it, you feel like you're going to fall. It gives you this crazy rush. Oh man, that wall is lush." My friend looks at me and says with a wink, "I don't think it's the wall. Pretty sure it's the drink." So that was it. The first time I felt what it was like to be drunk. From then on, every glass I was handed, I sunk. No going back. Nothing could stop her. Took to it like a duck to water. Or maybe that should be a lamb to slaughter. Skip forward 10 years. Now I'm 24. I think people that don't drink are such bores. I style myself as the wild child, party animal queen. Every party going on, I'll be seen. I'm proud to drink grown men under the table. Happy with my last man standing label. I claim as a Scot I can handle my drink. Not only is it part of my personality, I think, it's tied up with my cultural identity. A tradition. Doctors say to cut back, but we don't listen. How we socialise. Government says it's bad for us, but the government's full of lies because I'm indestructible, insatiable, unstoppable. The feeling I get on a night out is untoppable. The adventures I've had, the stories to tell, I'll keep partying if it drags me to hell. Fast forward another decade, and that takes us up to today. Seems this lifestyle is here to stay. But at 34, not quite so cool. When I get blackout drunk, I feel like a fool. Waking up in the morning with no memory, only shame, and a mind overflowing with self-blame. What the hell happened and how did I get this bruise? Searching my bag, my phone, my body for clues. Trying to analyze these scrapes and cuts. The walk of shame home followed by sniggers and tuts. I promise myself this will be the last time. And maybe for a few weeks, yeah, I'll be fine. But sooner or later, it's a promise I break. I go back to binge drinking as if it's my fate. I did a whole year teetotal. Then I got cocky. Thought my relationship with it changed, but things soon became rocky. When I started again, old habits quickly came into play. And before I knew it, I was once more into the fray. Nothing's able to break addiction's ties. Because of alcohol, I've lost friends, been raped, been hospitalized. But despite all that, I still don't stop. When I fill my glass, I take it right to the top. No matter how many times I say it's under control now, I swear. Something always ends up dragging me right back there. If I was religious, this poem would be a prayer. Please, God, give me the strength to end this lifelong liquid love affair.
Stakes are.
Heavy. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poet person, where's your ad lib, sir?
Oh, you're what?
Yeah, they don't cook quick.
I can't do that now.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. That was absolutely amazing. It really hit me on a spiritual level. I'm not sure about you guys, but like my recycling bin of glass bottles has spiked since Corona. There is a lot of wine bottles sitting outside. So thank you very much for relating us with that. We are going to keep the open mic moving for you. We have limited amount of time and so many amazing poets coming up for you. So we are going to bring up the co-founder of BYOB, the Hypers Poetry Night over at Box Park, Wembley. So make sure you make some noise for a chord to the screen.
And then some of the
Welcome to the
seasoning. And put it in the
So, how are we doing this? We're good? Oh yeah. Okay. Hi. All right, cool. I'll go straight in. Speak with a whisper and a scream at the same time. Speak like you own the world and someone you love was standing on your porch. Speak like you found the only McDonald's open at 4 a.m. in a 10-mile radius. Speak like your words were gathered, planted, watered, grown, pruned, plucked, washed, stored, prepared, prayed, and served by your own very hands. Speak like you had lost all that was in you and somehow replaced them with a flock of excited birds basking in murmuration. Speak like you knew it was noon on Tuesday and you had nowhere else to be. Speak like you have red lipstick on, and these days that stare are of no consequence. Speak like your feet have been planted on this busy yet empty platform, and none of the hearts breaking around can crack louder than this old cymbal you have clanging in your chest. Speak like your toes are twiddling, and the only voice left is given for your life, and your life is the flow that blooms brighter than the sunflower or the rose or the dandelion. Speak like you had kindness for breakfast, for brunch, and for tea. Speak like you are walking on sunshine and your feet is in bloom. Speak like your back is used to this rainfall and the thunderstorm we all hear is nothing but a violin to you. Speak like you have been kissed on the forehead. Speak like your heart has been stolen and your euphoria doesn't want it back. Speak like it is Christmas and you're a 7-year-old again, and you have no leash to hold your excitement back or fear to push it back home. Speak like your eyes are shut and you have finally learned how to breathe again. Speak like you know poetry in Farsi. Speak like you know poetry in Igala, in Zulu, in Yoruba, in Polish. Speak like your mother tongue is Urdu. Speak like your voice is music to the seas and birds and you have a smile growing on your heart. Speak like you've just found out you could sing and your music is bustling in you. Speak like your voice is sunshine. Speak like this sunshine is yours and you are my summer. Thank you.
Parsley is
Oh,
like
that ended, man.
okay.
Hold it.
Oh, nice.
And the
Thank you so much.
yeah.
So how many?
That was absolutely beautiful. Like, I don't think it would be a mind over matter if there wasn't at least one person that put me in my feelings. So that imagery was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Akul. He said, speak like you had kindness for breakfast. Like, I used to be a very moody morning person, but I'm going to take that and I'm going to walk like I have a smile growing on my heart, which was another bar that I liked. So thank you so much. We are going to keep it moving. We are going to our next open micer, our resident psychologist. Make sure you check out the website, www.mindovermatterldn.com, to find out more about her services and the workshops that she provides for you guys on Mondays. So welcome to the stage, Anna Osinski.
Amy and a poet
Hold
person
on.
did a poem for my workshop, and I'm actually going to also do a poem from that same workshop. So it's pretty cool that all three of us are doing that in our poem. Right? So it's cool.
I don't want to.
Yeah. So this is a letter to myself. Dear extrovert Anna, welcome to an alternative universe where you can't do loads of things you love doing. In this alternative universe, there's no going out. There's no bars or clubs or going to freedom with your friends and placing bets on who's gay and who simply has no clue this is a gay club. I know you probably also miss going there with one of your closest friends and him telling you about all the one-night stands he had that week and you saying he might just be a sex addict, but he's not listening because he's already checking out some new guy. There's no writing random 4-line poems about strangers on the tube because there's no seeing strangers on the tube. There's no seeing very, very, very weird theater plays. There's no daily chat with the Polish Asian woman at Kin Cafe that you've been talking to nearly every day for the past year, but whose name you still weirdly don't know. There's no dancing in a crowd where you can feel so close and connected and full of that crowd-like kind of love where the music sweeps through your veins and fills every pore of your existence and it feels like nothing else matters. You probably even miss their sweaty bodies knowing you because you're fucking weird. There's no writing dates with Alec and pretty little venues, and there's no trying to persuade him to go out every weekend. There's no need to invite him to the millions of things he won't go to because I'm having a detox, Anna, or I want to go to sleep at 10. There's no waiting for your ridiculously late girlfriends and them reminding you that you're just as late. There's no girls' nights out full of gossip and sex stories and existential conversations somehow all wrapped up in one. There's no going through new menus to see if their vegan options are anything more than a random salad. There's no poetry events and seeing the people you're so close to sharing their beautiful art. There's a special kind of magic to breathing in the vulnerability of something as simple as a bunch of lined up words. But in this universe, there are daily online workouts with your closest girlfriends, and they can no longer find 50 excuses of why they can't do the weekly workouts you normally send in your group. Now they only find about 40. Yes, they still hate burpees. There are online poetry nights where you connect with the poets you cherish and all the international poets you never would have heard. That vulnerable magic still exists even if you're sitting on your floor and watching it on a tiny little screen. In this universe, there's hope that your Monica gets over a really annoying boyfriend that always makes her feel like shit, and maybe in this universe she finally realizes they have nothing to talk about. Also, now you're the one that doesn't have an excuse to not start meditating for your scattered brain. Also, you're having great sex. Also, at least you're not spending money. Also, I think your liver needs this universe more than you think. Enjoy! Yours truly, slightly less extroverted Anna. Thank you.
Yeah. Wow, wow, wow.
That was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Anna. And guys, remember, she is our resident psychologist. So if you ever want to talk, Mind Over Matter is a platform here for you to look after your mental health. So make sure you hit her up. Big shout out to her friends in the comments. So shout out to Monica and Coco. They said, go, Anna, go. I can echo that. Absolutely echo that. Now we have 5 people left for you. That's 15 minutes, 3 minutes each of amazing poetry left for you. So let's finish off this night with an absolute bang. And we're going to get to the stage. Thierry the Seed to spit his poetry on the screen. So Thierry, you have 3 minutes only. Come to the stage, unmute your mic, everybody make some noise.
That's
Should we,
good.
should we mute
Oh,
ourselves?
so you don't have a fresh squeeze lemon?
Biscuit in the building.
I know, but do you have an actual lemon?
Hi, can we
that.
get to the Seed coming up to the screen, please?
All right, we can spit some bars while we're waiting.
Ourselves. Should we just unmute ourselves?
Someone send that man a lemon.
Can everyone hear me though? Can everyone hear me?
You're a little bit quiet, Terry. There we go.
You're very, very quiet.
Yep.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Much better.
Amazing.
Yeah. Wicked, wicked, wicked. Right, are we good to go? Yeah, are we good to go? Has Fisky sorted this out? Yeah. All right. Let's go. Right, basically,
Do your thing, sir.
I wrote a little isolation freestyle for a page on Facebook called Superculture. So I'm just gonna bust that in it. So it goes. Manage. How did I manage? I started to fear a dream lost as a man of my age. The page started playing. I stepped out in the rain. Every drop felt like new levels in my brain. Everything became simple and plain. Carrying excess weight, I took off like a plane. I'm not trying to be vain, but when Gappy Games came, I didn't just level up. I was playing a new game. Wait, hold up. I said I stepped out. Ain't no stepping out now that Rona's about. She's worse than the feds at licking man down. Forget council culture, she holds the crown. Got the queen on the telly talking about we can do this. Daniel Bedding filtered, we're gonna get through this. Everything lock off, lock down, lock door, lock shows, lock phone, lock door, lock home. We never seen quarantine in our lifetimes. Got me sitting in my yard, writing bare rhymes. I'm in quarantine college doing quarantine lessons. Joe Wicks doing quarantine workout sessions. 2 weeks down, fade gone, shape gone, beard looking like a football pitch played on. I'm messaging the man them, telling them to stay strong. The way it's looking now, lockdown will be quay long. I'm not sure how we're gonna manage. I might lose my mind if I see another TikTok challenge, lip sync, TikTok, dance challenge, TikTok, house party, TikTok. Now I'm getting ticked off. The motives are done. It's the lives. Mind over matter. I ain't telling no lies. What I'm seeing online is isolation madness. Tory Lane's life is first trap badness. Instagram live, YouTube live. If you ain't on live, are you even alive? This ain't fire in the booth, I'm firing the truth. It's all coming straight through the gaps in my tooth. I had that 2020 vision on a 2020 mission. 2020 was the year to put me in a good position. I had to come up with a new strategy. That's gone. My plans are like a letter in the post, got stamped on. Hands up if you want to give 2020 back, because this year's looking tough like Chinese maths. Pop Smoke gone. Black the Ripper gone, 2020's done too much. Now it's getting long, incredible feelings, mental. I almost lost it. It cost a lot. Looking at my coffee, what it costed. Sleep patterns mash up, midnight sweets. Now I'm a fat bastard. I keep eating beats. Now I can't redeem time, but I'm working on a dream. I work on it every day. You could say I daydream. So versatile, there is no coherent theme. I might not have an iron, but I know who's got the steam. Poetry and rap are planting seeds for the growth. Like Hedy once said, I'm gonna govern art both. Family's all that matters, that's facts. And now the hugs that I give are called isolation raps. Thank you.
Woo! Hey, I lost my
Nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Terry.
Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Terry. He said everything lock off. Literally has. So we are going to keep it moving. We are going to go straight into Sang. So Sang, get ready to take the screen. You have 3 minutes to spit your and make sure you wait until the mic is unmuted. Make some noise for Sang, guys.
Well.
All right. This one's called Introduction, and it goes like this. You don't know me, you don't know me, you don't know me. I'm coming from a place where rapping is unholy, where living a dream makes you a phony, where corporations of non-believers made this journey so stony. I didn't come from nothing, I have it all, have everything to lose, but it's worth risking the fall. If only you knew this feeling I'm teething, it feels like I'm actually breathing air. When I sing, everything is clear, don't need prayer, I need focus to remain in the blessing that's already here, so I can take it to the next level. You feel me? Because this is where I know God, and this is where I sense love. And this is how I overcome expectations and norms, expecting me to conform. Am I a fool? Or do I believe in myself more than I care to admit? This isn't a midlife crisis, it's a quarter life brightness, and the light that shines upon me is delightful. I had to overcome a whole city, let go of those who wouldn't flow with me, till I could find the courage to sow my truth into a seed, able to voice my true belief that everything we love is preconceived, waiting for us to reach out, fulfill a destiny. I'm not lying. Divine anomalies. But what's the party with them? Sorry, messed it up.
Woo, 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 go girl.
All right, I'm gonna catch myself back. This isn't a midlife crisis, it's a quarter life brightness, and the light that shines upon me is delightful. I had to overcome a whole city, let go of those who wouldn't flow with me, till I could find the courage to sow my truth into a seed. Able to voice my true belief that everything we love is preconceived, waiting for us to reach out, fulfill a destiny. I'm not lying. I set foot in my hypotheses. I was rewarded with divine anomalies, like things that money couldn't buy, things that coincidence would defy, things that make you believe that the universe does indeed conspire, though it feels like luck's about to expire. And it's leaving me waiting, not wanting, testing my faith to see if I was fronting, but I'm here. I'm here and I'm ready, not going anywhere. Though the shore is unsteady, I know my blessings will appear. I'm writing lyrics somewhere in the atmosphere. You don't know me, but soon I'll be recognized by ear. Till then, I'm just a pretty face, head down in third gear. So near, so near, so near. Thank you.
Big up.
Oh, that was good.
Sick.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, Sang. That was brilliant. Oh, she came with like the bars, the energy. I'm gonna start a
but I
video
messed
because
up.
it happens. That is the beauty. That is the beauty of it.
Oh crap.
Okay. So she was like, what did you say? Sow my truth into a seed. Everything you love is preconceived. See, I'm a rapper now. I am a rapper now. So thank you so much for that. Absolutely amazing. We are going to move on to a plane. We're going to go all the way to Russia and introduce to you our next poet, Angela, to the screen. Thank you so much for being with us. Make some noise for Angela.
Yep, I'm on. Yes, hello everyone. Again, thank you so much for having me back. I'm going to share the very first poem that I wrote and thought, well, this is spoken word. So I wrote that about 3 years ago. And I feel a bit nervous, like my heart is racing because this is like the very first piece that I wrote. I performed it a few times, but it's been a long time. So I hope you like it. The secret is out. I wear it on my sleeve like a soldier wears his stripes, shameless and proud. Each stands for a wound that could not heal. You could count them if you like. See, 1, 2, 3. They smell of joy and sleepless nights, bittersweet embraces, aching pencil drawings, and goodbyes. I smell of war. I carry medals that are heavier than any mother's load and long for more. Please gaze at your leisure, entertain, it's my pleasure. Take a look, have a feel if you think it's not real. A medal for self-rejection. A cross for wanting what does not want me. A badge for begging and pleasing and waiting. The highest honor for letting them wipe their feet on me and leave. I've just earned another one. A shiny decoration to remind me of the glory days when I have fooled and tricked myself and given him the perfect gun. The door is shut, the rope is cut, the bullet went right through my heart, my hands covered in holy blood. They say forgive them and pray to God, but I'll close my eyes and take the stud. I'll wash my face from dust and mud, I'll close all the curtains and lock the door so that no one can know what I have in store. I will melt down my medals, braid them into a thread, and I'll wear these misdeeds like a crown on my head. A shard, a diamond, a bullet, a pearl, boasting silver and golden. What a beautiful girl. I will knight all my demons and praise all my ghosts. So bend down on your knees, our roles have reversed. Here's to no more regrets, no more torment and tears. Hail the Queen, the Supreme. I have paid all my debts. Thank you very much.
Big up. That was big.
Hail the Queen, indeed. Hail the Queen all the way from Russia. Thank you so much, Angela. I love war. She said, I smell of war. That is something like really powerful. I absolutely love those words. And we are going to continue the international. We are going all the way over to Nigeria. So I want you guys to make some huge international noise for Saratu. If I said that incorrectly, please tell me when you come to the screen. Make some noise, guys.
Hey everyone.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Yeah, it's Saratu, so you're pretty close. This is my first time, so I'm.
One sec, you're on mute. Saratu, you're on mute. Wait 1 sec.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here. I haven't been on Mind Over Matter before. So really excited, and been amazing to see you all and your amazing acts. I'm sharing a poem about anxiety tonight. Yeah, so I'll just go on. Anxiety. You first clamped yourself to my mind at 17. A spool of thick black thread within my chest, tightening at will to trouble every breath, making panic thicken, dense and tangible, yet to others still invisible, making images, floaty, fluffy things in my head. I didn't know who you were then, grasping through the heart palpitations you brought in then when I soaked myself in caffeine while studying for my A-levels, then visiting the hospital. My mother had cancer then. I didn't know all the avenues emotions could travel through then. That functioning perfectly didn't mean you were handling something well. I didn't know that how I thought I felt and how I really felt could be different levels of a layer cake. I wasn't well versed in managing the nuances of heartache then. Anxiety would drop by again after a couple of years to release a new episode. One time it came as consuming dread that ate my days like little canapes, making suggestions that I wished my days away. Another time it was a panic attack in a cafe. Most times, unlike the first time, that constant sense of dread or fear had no origin of which I was aware. It would just appear like a hungry pair of garden shears. Anxiety is not something I deal with every day or month or year. For many people it is though. A constant point of prayer, a consideration before they go anywhere, this bewildering version of fear. Anxiety is just as real as the wounds you can see. It exists just like your leftover dinner. There is no shame in needing help or therapy. The bravest thing ever is to admit the things we battle with. We are all in this together. Thank you.
Woo, 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 woo!
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
oh yeah.
I love it. So true.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Saratu. There's something about poetry that really makes you feel like you're all in the same room, and we are definitely all in this together. That imagery was absolutely beautiful. And from Saratu to someone else who has some amazing, amazing imagery in her poetry, like she paints with her words. We are going to move to our last open mic for the evening. So I want to say a huge thank you for staying with us this evening, and we hope to see you next time. And we are going to finish our part 2 of the open mic with a September headliner for Mind Over Matter Brixton, and a personal favourite of mine to close the show, Miss Rakaya Duga. Make some noise, everybody!
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bexy Bex. So happy to be here. I'm gonna share a poem that I wrote recently, and it was after a family friend sent like a video, who's been sort of recovering from COVID-19, and that was the first time I heard of it as like a fight to sort of fight against it. And also to hear how he was really turning to his faith to fight it. So this is that poem. When it's hard to breathe, reach deep like it's your first breath. Commit like a newborn's battle cry, closed fists like she's holding the world together. Remember, you were born fighting. Starting small as a dot on the page of your grandmother's womb where Allah wrote your mother's future and yours in the ink. You made it here, now, head over the basin of Tawakkul, tasting what it's like to know Allah has ultimate control, but told you to fight anyway, told you to pray, told you to open your mouth for dhikr, even when you're holding your lips together like a newborn's closed fists, because now all our unsung melodies fill your cheeks like butterflies. Each wing a wafer-thin canopy. If you let them free, will they stay as dreams, or will they be and survive to be memory? The only choice is to try. Even when it's hard to breathe, reach deep like it's your first breath. When you come so close to death, each second is a rebirth, a new now, a new could be to unearth. And we are all willing you to thrive, even though you have to fight alone. Some say, how do you know you're alive until you struggle, until your guarantees are crushed into rubble, until you're tested, until you know trouble like a relative who claims rights over you. If this moment can do nothing else, it will at least make us thankful for yesterday, for every easy breath, for every magic wand at the end of our fingertips that we wave through the air, convinced of our autonomy, of our power to plan, of our wants, whims, and wonders' validity. To the ones that convinced us like children leaving milk teeth under soft pillows for that night visitor. So the dua is different. No tooth fairy, but parent, we still say thank you for the gift. What we thought we did, Allah did, but that detail is always missed until now, when easy breathing is fluttering like a butterfly in the air just out of reach, but not impossible to touch. Now is the time to fight, to win that flood of rahmah behind high trembling gates, to be patient, consistent, and never doubt that good will come after this hardship, after this heartache, after this hurdle, after this home wreck, this head shake. We are awake now, and we've always known which direction to turn to. When you're struggling to breathe, remember who gave you air and reach deep. Nothing is too difficult, too mystical. Nothing is too steep when Al-Aziz puts the fight into you. There's no space for doubt, nothing left to do but reach deep. Like a miner in the darkness with death as a companion, finding diamonds in the dust, reach deep. Like you've never known your lungs before. Like the future is a canvas with incredible beauty in store. Like you know you have more. What you give when you live, you'd be robbing us all. So when it's hard, work harder. Take time like it's your first ever taste and breathe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking madness.
Can you hear me? I can't tell if you can hear me or not. Yeah, sweet. Good. Rakaya, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Sorry we went a little bit over tonight. A little bit over, 40 minutes over. But I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all for coming. Thank you to all the open micers. Thank you to everyone that's been watching on YouTube, to the team, Nutty P, Alex, Anna, Bexy Bex, Miss Yankee's been here somewhere, I think. I don't know if she's still here. Thanks, Yanks. Everyone. I just want to say before we go, as of next week, we're going to be running this event weekly on a Tuesday, 8 o'clock. And also the workshop that Anna runs, Connect, we're going to be running that on a Monday weekly at 8 o'clock as well. So we've been doing it like fortnightly, but we're going to start doing it all weekly. And there's also another workshop that's going to be announced hopefully tomorrow, and that will probably be on a Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you to everyone again. Everyone that's been watching on YouTube for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it all. I'm going to unmute you all now and you can all clap and stuff.
Yeah!
Did you check?
Great night.
Yeah, big up. Why?
Well, we ran out of steam quickly, didn't we?